Hey, what's up, guys? Really quick. So I just did my interview with Kosmic for the Chandler Burton Podcast. Him and I have been friends for a while, so I'm going to keep the footage as it is. So I generally upload the audio just to my YouTube, and you guys can listen to it from there. But this time we were able to talk over Discord. I recorded the conversation, so I'm going to leave the picture and us talking, I guess the video, on screen so you guys can watch what was going on. I asked him if that was okay, and he said that's totally fine here. Again, if you are interested in listening to it on other streaming platforms, that is going to be listed below in the description. You can listen to it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, pretty much anywhere where you can stream a podcast. It is going to be available on that there as well. So if you're out and about, just want to listen to it, you can find those on those streaming platforms. And again, that'll always be listed below in the description. But again, I want to thank Kosmic so much for taking the time out of his busy schedule and his day to have a quick chat with me. Without further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Chandler Burton Podcast with my interview with Kosmic.
You're listening to the Chandler Burton Podcast.
Turn it up to 11 and rip the knob off.
This is Chandler Burton.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Chandler Burton Podcast. I am your host, Chandler Burton, and today I got my first guest ever on the podcast. Like, I've had people before, but this is a big-time guy. This is Kosmic. How you doing, buddy?
Yo, what's up? That's
Dude,
me. I'm Cosmic.
I know. You're the man, dude. I'm just... This is so cool. Like, I've never done this before, so I'm, like, super excited just to chat and just talk and just kind of, get to know your story, even though we've been friends for a long time now, but I'm excited to hear more about your adventure. And dude, I even wore a Nintendo shirt for this. I actually was looking for this before. That's why I said I needed a few minutes. I was trying to look for my Nintendo 64 shirt, dude. I was like, I gotta dress up for the.
I'm jealous. Man. I want the shirt.
Actually, speaking of that, dude, okay, really quick. I also, the post office called me again saying there's something wrong. Maybe my handwriting's bad. I've been trying to send you your stuff back. My handwriting, I guess they just don't. I feel like an idiot. I will send you your stuff. It's gonna happen.
Okay.
I promise.
No worries.
I have a T-shirt of his that I need to send. So, oh, dude.
Only been like 5 years. It's whatever.
Has it? Oh, yeah, it has. It's true because, like I told you, I sent it when we went to go see Batman vs Superman, and I was like, dude, yeah, and you left it here, and I was like, oh crap, I gotta send it to him, and then I just never got around to it, and then. So sorry. I hope you can forgive me, man.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. All right, dude. So let's go ahead. Let's talk about how we kind of met. So it's funny, as I told you about through text the other day. I had a friend come into town, and he watches my videos and he sees that you comment on some of my stuff, and he's like, "How do you know Kosmic?" And he's like, "How do you know this guy?" It's like, dude, you've only been on YouTube for like 3 months. How do you know? I'm like, dude, him and I. We've gone pretty far back. So from what I remember, we both served missions for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I hurt my back, so I had to come home early because I just couldn't be a missionary anymore. And then this kind little gentleman comes to my door after checking my mail, and they're like, "Hey, can we come in?" And honestly, I keep forgetting your companion's name at the time. I feel horrible, but I remember you came in, you made a really good impression, and then we started talking, and then we had dinner, and we started talking about, like, what, Luigi's Mansion or something like that?
Yeah. We just hit it right off with the Nintendo games.
That's right, man. And then you told me about what you did a little bit, and I was like, this is actually really cool. I forgot, did you do a little bit of, like, you did some stuff before your mission, right? Streaming and stuff?
Yeah, I started 2011, and then I went on my mission 2013. So I had a couple years in there. I'd done one run for Summer Games Done Quick, which was these big charity marathons.
Yeah.
And so usually to like convince people I was legit or whatever, I'd be like, go look up that video. And they're like, that's you? What?
Yeah, dude. It's cool. I remember watching a few of them. I was like, dang, dude, this guy is good. This is really good. Did you only go once before your mission, or did you go a few times?
Yeah, just once.
Just once. Okay. That's awesome, dude. And how long was it? How long were you there for?
I was actually there like a couple days. You know, I
Yeah.
was barely 18 when that happened. I had to like get my parents to drive me. They like wanted to do other stuff. They're like,
Yeah.
we're gonna go to this amusement park this day, and you get to be there for like 2 days. And I'm just glad I got there because I couldn't
Yeah.
get there myself. So.
Yeah, man, for sure, dude. That's awesome, dude. But yeah, no, we became friends that way. Again, yeah, dude, some of your accomplishments, man, are been incredible. I know. Did you start off as Cosmic D12? Wasn't that your old name?
Yeah, it
And
was.
then you changed it. Okay, but dude, I've been ever since we met, dude. I've been following you for a while, dude, and I've seen your progression grow as a YouTuber, and I just think it's honestly really inspiring, dude. You're one of the guys who wanted me to get my button gear to do YouTube, even though we do different things. I really am impressed. I really am. Like all that you've been through, everything that you've accomplished. I think it's really cool, man. And I'm super excited to kind of dive into your story and kind of just, see how you got inspired to do this, why you do this, and like, hopefully if people have like, questions about how to get into this thing, hopefully we'll be able to maybe give some advice. Because let's be honest, dude, you're the man. You are, dude. I mean, look at that beard, dude. It's just fantastic. I said I set it off. I set it off the camera. But I was like, dude, that beard it's got to be the beard, dude. It's got to be.
That's it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I didn't have it until the YouTube growth started happening. So that's it.
I know, dude. And before we get started, do you remember what you had subscriber-wise before you left on your mission? No.
1,000 or less. I don't.
That's still pretty
Not
good.
on YouTube.
Yeah.
I stream because I mean, even up until like 2019, 2020, even my YouTube was just like if I got a new PB in speedrunning.
Yeah.
If anyone doesn't know, that's what I do. I speedrun video games, which is trying to get records for beating them as fast as possible.
Yeah.
And so like original Super Mario Bros, I would try and get fast run through. You can beat that game in under 5 minutes. It's pretty intense, but yeah, there's no kind of like regular uploads with that because it happens few and far between most of the time. So
Yeah.
I would just like, if I would live stream on Twitch, and then if I happened to get something good happening there, I would just like publish it over to YouTube, but it wasn't much of a focus.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, that's cool, man. And really quick to plug that really fat, you were number one for Mario Bros for a while, right?
Yeah.
That's so cool, dude.
In like the main category,
Yeah.
with warps and stuff, I've had that record 7 times.
Really?
And then
Wow.
yeah.
I actually didn't
Now
know that.
I don't have records in Super Mario Bros. 1. We'll be back soon.
Okay. Sweet. I'm
But
excited.
the sequel, Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels, I have the record for warpless in that.
Do you
So I
really?
still have some. Yeah.
Oh, I actually didn't know that. Is that recent or
No.
no? That's cool, dude.
Yeah, it's actually one of my longest ones. I think like late 2019 I got it. No one's been able to touch it.
Dude, I've
Just kidding.
I've tried that game, dude, and it's on the Switch. And I just it's for me it's really hard, and I don't know why. Maybe I'm just not patient enough, but I found that game quite difficult. Very, very difficult.
And that's like the whole point of the game. So
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude, it was very, very hard. I'm not even, dude. I've only beat the original Mario Bros. Like twice in my life. I mean, that's
Totally fair, dude.
I know.
NES games are hard.
They
And
are hard, dude.
sometimes I'll see like a big streamer. They're like, "Oh, I want to beat this game. I haven't beaten it before." And then classic like their chat is all like, "This guy is so bad, dude. How do you make that mistake?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"None of you can beat this game. You're
Right.
all awful, and I know it." Like I understand exactly what mistake he just made. It like, makes so much sense to me, and none of you know what you're talking about.
For sure. That's hilarious, dude. Well, awesome, man. I actually didn't know that. That's super cool. So I'm excited to dive into these questions here. I mean, feel free to answer whatever you feel comfortable with, and just we'll just have a conversation, and we'll just get it popping off, dude. So my first question, it's kind of a 2-in-1 type question, and it's 5 questions, but it's kind of a couple tied in together here. So I guess my first question for you, because I actually don't know this, how did you get into speedrunning? Like, what was that one thing that you're like, dude, I love video games, but I want to take it to the next level? What was that that inspired you?
Mm-hmm. So this is pretty funny, actually, because, well, just to preface it a little bit, in probably probably a lot of years, I don't remember exactly, but surely by like 2010 or so, I was just looking up a bunch of like glitch videos or like speedrun videos, I just figured out, oh, I love watching these type of videos on YouTube where people are doing speedruns or they're doing glitches. Like I would play Ocarina of Time, like Mario Kart 64, and like Mario 64, these types of games, and there were so many cool things people posted of like a lap skip in Mario Kart 64, you jump over this wall, or like Ocarina of Time, you can like go hovering, flying up in the sky, and it's like, this is super cool. But so I would go try them myself, and like most of them I couldn't do. So I literally thought speedrunning was too hard, and I could not do it.
Right.
Which is very funny, right?
It is.
So
right.
I always bring this up when people are like, oh, speedrunning is too hard. I couldn't do it. I'm like, that's what I thought. Hello?
Yeah. That's cool, man.
So yeah, eventually, because most of the time you just see like the world record, like best run, and you're like, that's too hard. Like,
right.
There's no way. But finally, I saw this video that was about something called Ocarina of Time Bingo. And Bingo is in a bunch of other games now. It started with this game, where imagine a bingo card, just like, your regular 5x5 card, but all of the squares, instead of being like, I don't know, they would like call out this square and you like put a bean on it or whatever. Imagine each square is like it's a goal in the game.
Okay.
So if you're playing Ocarina of Time, a square could be like beat the Deku Tree, or like get the hook shot, or whatever.
Right.
So you like start up the game, and the card is random every time. So you look at all the rows, and you're like, oh, what are the best like 5 goals in a row to pick from?
Yeah.
And I just thought it was really cool, and it wasn't like, oh, I'm trying to like beat this specific record. I think that like took the barrier of entry away, where I was just like, this just sounds super fun. Let's try it out.
Sick, dude.
And the cool thing that happened is that once I started doing that, they linked to a website called Speedruns Live where people would race to do this. So you all start at the same time. And then because there was other people that I like got in contact with through that, suddenly I could do all these tricks because I'm like, how does this thing work? And they're like, oh, this is what you're doing wrong. And
That's awesome, dude. That's really cool. When did you, so I like that because like, as I've told you before, like I don't think I would have the mental capability to do it. I mean, I could definitely try, and I've looked up stuff before just to see if I could try it, but to be honest, I don't really have any like older consoles anymore. I feel like, I have to try it on new games, but I feel like new games are so woven in so tight, it's probably really hard to do newer games, I'd assume. But like if I were to do something like The Last of Us, I feel like that game's so like woven together that I just couldn't break the game. I don't know. I've seen people speedrun The Last of Us, but
okay. I haven't seen that game, but it really depends on the game. Some newer games are totally insane. Like, Breath of the Wild is pretty new, but that game is just as broken as every other 3D Zelda. Somehow they all are just ridiculous.
Yeah.
I've seen like Dark Souls.
Yeah.
They're like running out of bounds. I don't know what's going on.
That's hilarious.
It really depends.
Cool, man. That's awesome. Oh yeah, I've seen a couple of Last of Us speed runs. They're pretty interesting. So that's awesome, man. So when did you realize like you're pretty good? I mean, you are good. I mean, I'm not trying to. Let's be honest. You're good.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, you're good at what you do. Like, when did you realize like, wow, I can actually maybe do something with this?
I love that you asked that question because most people don't even realize there is a moment like that.
Yeah.
Like I had one of my friends from high school. He was like, okay, so do you like do a lot of attempts to get this run or whatever? Like you do a lot of practice?
Yeah.
Of course I do.
Yeah.
And he's like, wow, I just like assume you're just good at it and you just play it and that's just how you are. It's like he would watch Rocket League and be like, they're just pros and they just picked up the game like that. And it's like, no, everyone who's good at stuff gets good at it, right?
Yeah.
So I know what you mean. yeah, even after I figured out I could speed run, I would still do runs and be like, okay, those top people, I can't get up there until like you slowly make your way up that you're like, maybe I could like go for this one record.
Yeah.
And the first one, well, there's kind of two first world records I got. They were really close together.
Yeah.
I would say one was like the main one, and that's I was running Super Mario Bros, but I thought like the category with warps that was like really optimized. I was like, I probably can't
Yeah.
get that. So I was trying to do warpless, which I just thought was more fun at the time anyway.
Mhm.
And that category was less optimized. Like the record had, probably like 20 seconds of mistakes. And it doesn't even like look that obvious. And until you get to high level, you can't even like tell there's that much time to save. But
Yeah.
sorry if this is long-winded.
No,
but,
please. No, please. This is I actually didn't know really any of this. So this is awesome, dude.
Cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, my time just got like closer and closer to his until I was like, oh, I totally could beat this. I could get a world record in the original Super Mario Bros., which is just like a crazy idea.
Yeah.
And so I finally did get that. It wasn't even my first record though. The first one was like a week earlier. I got a record in Donkey Kong 64.
Oh, did you
But
really?
I kind of got it because, yep, that was my first record.
Cool, man.
So it's funny, people know me for Super Mario Bros., but my first record was Donkey Kong 64. My first speedrunning game I got into it was Ocarina of Time. So it's like
I actually didn't know that
people
about
would be like,
DK.
"Oh, you're not playing Mario?" And I'm like, "I didn't even start with Mario."
Awesome.
Fake
So-
fan.
Yeah. So you started with Donkey Kong 64? Was that right? Is that the game you started
That was the
with?
first record I got.
Record.
I started with Ocarina of Time.
You started with Ocarina of
Zelda.
Time. Okay.
Mhm.
Awesome, dude. I actually didn't know that. I thought you started with. That's actually going to be a follow-up question. What game did you start with? But you answered that question, so that's perfect.
It was that bingo thing that really got me into it.
That's really cool, man. I didn't know how you got into it. I was gonna ask you like just off camera, but I was like, I'm gonna save that for the podcast because that'd be actually
Yeah,
really cool. I was
fair
like, that's
enough.
awesome. Yeah, man. Dude, I love Donkey Kong 64. Just a shameless plug. I've heard rumors of a remake, but I don't think it's gonna happen. But yeah, I hear rumors all the time. I get too excited.
Yeah, I haven't heard that. It sounds.
I don't know. It'd be
I don't know.
hard
They
because
have-
what
they, like-
Rare made it,
They
right?
like barely even put like the King K. Rool in games now. I don't think they're gonna put like all of the characters.
Yeah.
or like yeah.
That game was hard, man. I remember playing it when I was younger, dude. I could never beat the Jack in the Box boss. I broke.
Yeah, he's freaking hard.
He's
man.
hard, dude. When I was younger, I broke the controller and I cried. And I told my mom like I need to get a new controller. She's like, "What happened?" I told her I got mad, and she's like, "I'm not buying another controller. That's ridiculous." And I was.
Oh, that's so sad.
It was sad, but I was mad, and it was my fault. But that game's awesome, dude.
You
That-
should have showed her the boss, then maybe she would have.
Yeah, like, hey, why don't you try this and see if you can beat? Come on, mom, try to beat this Jack in the Box guy. That game was super hard, dude. Oh,
It's like when you get kids to do things, you're like, "Well, I bet you can't do it." You're like, "Mom, I bet you couldn't beat it." She's like, "I'm buying a controller. I'm buying a controller. Let me do this."
Thing is, though, I wish she would, man. I've made her play Smash Brothers Ultimate against my dad, and it's the funniest. They have no idea what they're doing. Like,
That sounds amazing.
yeah, dude, my mom will pick Kirby, and my dad just picked whoever, and my dad fell off. My mom maybe got one hit on him. It was a disaster. It was
Yeah.
My sisters and I were just dying, dude. It was hilarious, but awesome, dude. Well, thanks for answering that. I really appreciate it here. So this next question, I'm actually really curious. And I mentioned to you before to make sure it was okay to ask you this on the podcast, because I know I actually watch a lot of YouTubers that are gamers or like vloggers or whatever who go to school, get a degree, but they're like, you know what? I think YouTube's a better job for me and I'm happier. So I know you went to school for, forgive me, computer science, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I know we talked about that. And so, but you chose to do YouTube full time because, you know, obviously you enjoy what you do and you're good at it. So why choose YouTube? I guess you could say. I mean, you went to school. That's a lot of work. Huge accomplishment, by the way. Congratulations for graduating. I think that's awesome. I need to get my butt in gear and get back to school because I'm lazy. But really, congrats to you, man. I think that's super awesome. But like, how come? So why YouTube? I mean, does it make you happier? Like, do you feel like it's a better career choice for you? Or I guess, do you see yourself doing this for your career, like, you know, essentially for your life?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know the answer to this really well because it all transpired in like the past year.
Okay, cool.
So I streamed and did YouTube, but not like a big focus on that.
Yeah.
For like a decade, right?
Yeah.
I was just always doing speedrunning on the side and like wasn't even making any money on it until like late 2016. So I'd
Yeah.
already been doing it, what, like 5+ years?
Yeah.
And then it was just kind of like a nice side thing. It had like a really nice progression where it was like I was working and going to school, and then free time speedrunning, and like, you know, it was like a tiny bonus side thing.
Sure.
And then
Yeah.
like after a couple years of working this, like every tax season, I would like work at this tax place.
Yeah.
Not doing anything special, just like, you know,
Yeah.
one of their, we need you to do this random
Right.
job. But
Yeah,
you know, after a couple years of that, I was like, I could just speedrun instead now, instead
Yeah.
of do that job during tech season. So that's cool. I'll just like get through the rest of school with streaming.
Yeah.
And I mean, if I wasn't living at home, I couldn't have done that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm lucky that I was able to do that. But yeah. So then I get closer to finishing school. I got this internship. I pretty much only looked for an internship because I could like replace an elective with it.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I start working at this place, and like during the job interview, they're like, it's because I got this job interview because my friend worked there and
Yeah.
he knew what I did. I literally met him through my stream.
Oh, cool.
So
That's awesome.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
cool. So they already knew, like in the interview, I already did this, and they're like, "What if, you know, down the road you blow up and you decide to just quit this place because you want to go be a YouTuber or whatever?" And I'm
Yeah.
like, "There's no way."
Right. Yeah. You're like,
But this
nah,
is like
nah, bro.
this is like 1 year ago, dude, that I'm telling
Wow.
this guy this.
That's really not that long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, I guess it was like March 2020, so like a year and a half, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's funny. I never thought I would, because computer science makes pretty good money.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I thought I could go for the full-time streaming YouTube thing,
Yeah.
but I could maybe get myself above the poverty line. Like it could maybe work, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
It would just make more sense, man, to
Yeah.
just, it'd be so responsible to, you know, to actually work.
Yeah.
So, but what happened was, before that time, I hadn't like focused on YouTube. So I was like mostly just Twitch,
Mhm.
and I had like these conversations with other streamers who also put a ton on YouTube, and it made me like interested. Like, okay, I'm gonna try this out actually.
Mhm.
So what happens is, again, I feel like I'm taking forever to answer
No,
this
I do.
question.
I love this, dude. I love this. I love hearing about it. Yeah.
So what happens is I'm working this computer science job and like trying to finish up my degree, but I start putting all this time in YouTube. Basically all my free time in 2020, I like worked on YouTube and streaming,
Oh, yeah.
and I was just like excited, and it started growing like faster than I felt like I deserved
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
at this
It,
point.
it really did, dude. Yeah. I've been watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably got a boost because everyone was indoors that year, but
Yeah, I was gonna say, was COVID a big part of it? Like, able to kind of, I mean, you couldn't really go outside, or everything was shut down, so you might as well kind of stay home, work on your YouTube thing. Is that kind of help, or
well,
I mean,
I would have been there anyway. I'll
that's
be
true.
honest.
Yeah, yeah. You probably, yeah, you definitely would have. So,
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
man.
it made everyone else there. So that
yeah,
was cool.
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it just started growing a lot, and then I was like, oh, I didn't know YouTube was like this powerful, I guess. So I always had this idea in my mind that like on Twitch people subscribe, and that means they give you some money every month.
Oh,
And I was
nice.
like, this is a way better revenue model, because if everyone who watched a YouTube video gave you like $1 a month, you make insane money, right? That's
Oh,
why
yeah.
people make Patreons.
Yeah,
So, Twitch is kind of like that. So I was like, okay, YouTube has the viewer base, Twitch has the revenue model. I'll just use YouTube to try and get people over to Twitch.
Cool.
But the truth was, YouTube has so many more, so much bigger of a user base that even though you don't make as much like per viewer, you just make more, period.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
So, yeah, the years started
Interesting.
going. I got to like October, and I was like, wow, this is crazy. I didn't know, like, it seemed so much more possible than before. I wouldn't be like scraping by. I was like, I could live more comfortably thanks to what I saw I could make on YouTube. And it wasn't like I needed to quit my job to have, well, okay, I don't know how to
Yeah.
say this exactly, but basically I was using all my free time, like I said,
Yeah.
and I was like, I really want to do this anyway.
Yeah.
So I need to have like I need to use my normal like work time to do all this work I'm doing for YouTube and stuff,
Hmm.
and then have actual free time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's kind of what changed it. Instead of it being like, I can scrape by and like, I just wanted to put so much work in. I'm like, I'm gonna do this anyway. I like really need to just make this my main thing, so I have a life outside of it.
Yeah.
Because I want to do this anyway. So if I keep doing my programming job, I'm gonna have no free time because I just know I'm gonna keep doing this.
Yeah. Dude, that's awesome. That's actually really cool, man. I didn't know. Actually, that's awesome. That's really cool, man. I'm glad you're able to find, something that makes you happy. I think that's cool, man. I mean, I think it's cool. Like sometimes in life, like you just kind of you do this thing, but something else kind of falls into place. And it sounds like this is a great gig for you, man. And I think that's awesome. I think it's really cool. I talk about this in my YouTube videos. I did a thoughts on walks episode about the fear of starting over, and because I was let go from my job, and all these other people that I've talked to are like just so miserable where I used to work or other jobs that I've worked at. And I've talked to them. I was like, I mean, don't you want to try something else? But they're so afraid that they can't do it because of their age, or they just feel like they can't find something. And I think you're a good example of that, dude. I think, I'm not saying you wouldn't have been happy at your programming job. I mean, you went to school for it, so I assume that's probably something you'd enjoy, but you were able to find a way to, and it not essentially start over, but like find an outlet that makes you happy. You can make income and you enjoy what you do. I think that's a huge part, of life, trying to find something that you enjoy doing. If not, life's gonna suck. And I know that I know it to be true sometimes. It's been terrible sometimes, but I think that's really cool, man. I think that's super. I think that's awesome. I think that will inspire. I have more questions about that too, but I think it will really inspire people, to give it a shot. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I think I am in like a good position too because like I said, I do think it is a good idea even if you want to pursue something to like make sure you do it in a like smart, reasonable kind of way. Because
Yeah,
I feel like I don't know, even though it's maybe this big move to go full time with what I did, I'm still like have this computer science degree and I'm lucky it's like the biggest industry ever.
yeah,
I can just like
right,
jump back in. There's a million
exactly.
jobs.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, I
that's awesome.
definitely think the biggest thing is just making some kind of progress towards something. Like you can
Yeah,
always start something and stop it, but if you never start, then
I
you
like that.
never start.
Yeah,
So
you never start, man. Yeah, I like
yeah,
that a lot. That's
because
really cool, man.
even recently someone was like, I don't know if I want to like, I want to like manage a warehouse or I want to like do video editing, and I'm like, I don't know, like start managing the warehouse and then edit videos on the side, and then if you like
Yeah.
editing more, then just do that. I
Yeah.
don't know.
No, no, no. I think that's great, dude. Like I love what I do too, man. Like my channel, obviously it's not huge, but I blew up a lot faster than I thought I was going to, and it's just been really cool, man. Like I've enjoyed doing it. Like I've enjoyed editing the videos, reacting to songs, making cool stuff. So, I mean, it was a chance for me to start over and to do something that I really, enjoy. And dude, you definitely were a big inspiration for that, dude. I saw your YouTube blow. I was like, dude, we're not gonna do the same thing, but it's like it'd be cool to, kind of do YouTube like my friend does. And I look at that dude, and I appreciate you being a big, influence on that for sure. So thank you, dude. You're awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah, man. I mean that
Uh,
sincerely. Yeah, I mean that.
yeah, I do think, I don't know. I think there's obviously some luck involved, but
Oh,
also
definitely. Yeah.
I had a big, the beginning, if you're trying to be content creator, the
Hmm.
beginning is like by far the hardest part.
Yeah.
Um, like going from zero to anywhere is super hard.
Yeah.
And I already obviously had like a pretty nice foundation by the
Yeah.
time I focused really hard on it.
Hmm.
And also had like this experience of watching other people and what they did. And yeah, so it's not like totally random. I had like so many good ideas and like a foundation. So I think that
Yeah.
really helped a lot.
I
So,
think so
so
too.
basically what I'm saying is like, if if you see people succeeding, usually it's more than just like, oh, they instantly got there, I guess.
Yeah.
Everyone usually takes a while at the beginning, and
Yeah.
there's like a lot of learning curve, I guess.
It does. There is a lot of learning. I do the same thing, dude. I drew a lot of inspirations from like other reactors and how they kind of do things, and then I was able to build that fan base. I got in contact with them. They helped me, and so yeah, it's kind of cool how to make connections and those types of things. So, actually, really side question before we went to the next one. So I know because generally most people do video games in their free time. So since you do gaming and stuff in your free, what do you do in your free time? Like, what do you like to do for fun when you're not like making videos, or what do you do?
When I'm not playing video games, I like to play video games.
Okay. That's cool.
Stupid.
That's no. That's cool. That's cool.
These days I don't manage my time that well, so I like watch YouTube videos and then I stream, and then like that's the whole day.
That's the whole day, dude. That's cool.
But yeah, there's another game like outside of speedrunning. This sounds probably ridiculous to like the average person, but like I have speedrunning, and then they're like, "Do you have any other hobbies?" And I'm like, "I play Smash Brothers Melee," and it sounds like that is not another hobby.
Yeah.
Right. But like they're so separate.
They are. Yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
But
awesome,
yeah,
dude.
I don't play that much, but
cool, man.
I don't know. Just chill with people. I have
like
a
that.
friend who will host game nights, board games, and play like Mafia and stuff.
Oh yeah, that can be fun.
And yeah.
That's sick, dude. That's
I don't know.
I like that. That's awesome. That's okay. I thought you were gonna say like I go on majestical hikes to channel my chakra and do all these other like to get ready for the speed run the
That
next
is a
day.
requirement for
Do you?
speedrunning. No.
Hiking, go and channel your chakra. Okay.
The only way to you have to be Zen mode.
Dude, I would die if I saw you on top of a mountain. I'd be like, "Is that the heck? What's he doing? What's he doing up there? You need to come down."
Is this a movie? Like what?
I'd be like, "What the?" You have the hat on and everything. I'd be like, "What the heck?"
I have headphones on.
The mic, the bed's in the background too, the dresser, everything's there.
I have like a green screen behind me on the mountain. I'm just like,
I feel like, what the heck? I'd probably just come join you. I'd be like, "Yeah, I hiked all the way up here. Might as well do something."
Yeah.
So that's awesome, dude. Cool, man. Okay. A few more questions here for you. So I'm actually curious about this. So I do have a Twitch, but it's obviously I don't really do it. I stream occasionally, and it's not very good. I maybe get like 4 people to watch my crap. But I was gonna ask you. We kind of talked about it, but so how does like Twitch and YouTube like? So you stream on Twitch and then do you upload it to YouTube, or how does that work?
yeah. So a really good way to do that, if you want to do both Twitch and YouTube, is you do these dedicated portions of your Twitch stream that are YouTube videos, basically.
Okay.
Like, usually a whole stream doesn't make a good YouTube video. They're like different platforms,
Yeah.
But you'll have like parts of it, or even just like multiple different segments that will be multiple different YouTube videos. So you'll be like, okay, what's up, everybody? Today we're gonna be doing like this challenge in this game.
Yeah.
And you like play that whole thing, and then you edit that down to the best moments into a YouTube video, and you have. I liked the way someone described it once is like during like this session you have like these golden nuggets, and like the YouTube video gets to be just pure juicy golden nugget moments.
Heck yeah, man.
And then yeah, it's like really nice. Tell everyone then to go over to your Twitch. They go there and they're like, why like the live stream is weird. He like doesn't seem like he's talking in the same energetic voice all the time.
Right.
And
yeah. that makes sense. Yeah. Cool, man. That's awesome. So
I fast forward.
I know, right? Yeah. I need to come over to your Twitch and watch. I think I'm subscribed, but I don't think I've watched one live. I need to come watch one live, dude. Do you have a certain schedule that you do it on, or do you kind of just do it whenever?
Yeah, so I make a schedule.
Then big man on campus.
Whether we stick to it or not.
Interesting.
We don't.
You don't.
It's bad. Normally, if I put something on the schedule, it means I'll stream it that day, but it's pretty rarely like that. Yeah. It's usually like 2 hours after. Dude, it's bad. I'm gonna fix it, I swear. Recently, I just fixed my sleep schedule, so that helps a lot.
Oh, really? What's your sleep schedule like? Am I gonna be shocked?
For years, it was like 3 a.m. probably.
Dude, that's when you go to bed?
Yeah,
Oh, that's crazy,
it's
dude.
bad.
That's okay.
I mean, fluctuating between like 1 and like 5. Just we'd work on.
What,
Anyway, just
1 in the
forget I said
morning?
any of that.
Wow. Dang,
Yeah.
dude. That's intense.
So now I'm getting up at like 8. It's a lot better.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good job, buddy.
7:30 today. Let's go.
Nice. What time do you go to bed now?
Like 12:30.
Oh, that's not too bad. Okay. Good job, dude. I get up, I get up super early. Well, not like super early, but dude, I go to bed at like, I feel like I'm in missionary mode still. Ever since I've been home, I go to bed at like 9:30, between 9:30, 10:30, and I get up between like 5 and 6 every day.
That's hype.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's because I want to get everything done. So I go on my walk. I get that out of the way. If I need to go do errands, I can go do that. And then I have the whole day to do YouTube videos or, do whatever. So it gives me like a full day. And if I need to take a nap, I'll take a nap. I ain't gonna knock it. I'll take a nap, dude. Absolutely. But no, yeah, everyone's sleep schedule is so different. Yeah, it's, it is what it is.
It's crazy when you wake up earlier and then you like do all this stuff and you're like, it's like 11:30.
I know.
Heck?
Then you have all day to do it.
I've already done so much stuff.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
How do you keep your schedule? Do you write it down in the notepad or do you have it on your phone or something?
I have a site that I like slap it all on. It's like a calendar.
Oh, you
and then
do?
when people click on it. Yeah.
Oh, how did I not know
I
about
can
this?
like, it's chill.
Do you forgive me?
I forgive you.
Thank you.
I actually don't like. I haven't linked it on YouTube that much, but I probably
really?
should. It's because I don't want to link it and not on YouTube and not stick to it.
Yeah.
So I need to like be better, but it's been like a long time. I need to be better sooner.
Yeah, man. No, you're
But yeah,
dude.
it's right there. When you click on it, it adjusts to your local time zones. I think that's really cool.
That is cool.
But yeah, and people won't be like, "What time zone is this?" So.
Sound like old man Jenks from SpongeBob. I love the young people. Yeah, man. If you want to send it to me, I'll definitely I'll join it for sure, dude.
Yeah, I just posted it in the chat there, and
cool. I'll
I'll
definitely follow that, dude. That's awesome. So how long do you edit everything yourself, or do you have people who edit it for you, your videos?
Yeah, I have 2 editors, and
you do? That's cool.
Well. I had one, so yeah, when I started, like, I'm gonna focus on YouTube, I got one editor, and it's actually really cool because I posted on Twitter, like, looking for editor, and then
cool.
One of my friends, his name's Bismuth, I've been friends with him for a long time in speedrunning.
Yeah.
He posted, like, he DM'd me, like, eyes emoji,
Yeah.
I was like, wow, he already had his YouTube channel, and I wasn't thinking like, hey, come work on mine as well. But
yeah.
he posted eyes emoji. I was like, oh, well, this is hype, dude. Let's do it.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, that's really cool. And then just recently this year, I got another one. And so what happened is last year I had that editor, and then I was like working in school still. But then the start of this year is when I was like, I'm really full time now.
Yeah.
YouTube. So that's when I got another editor, and I learned to edit and make thumbnails myself.
Cool.
So I make like most of the thumbnails now, and then like sometimes edit the videos.
Nice, dude. What do you use to edit your video? Like what program do you use?
I use Premiere Pro.
Premiere Pro. A lot of people I need to get on that. A lot of people seem to be using Premiere Pro. It looks like a pretty good good video maker. I've been looking to get a different one, so I probably will go with that one, but it looks pretty good.
Dude, just another one of those like you can do it moments is it really is not hard, dude. Anyone can edit a video or do Photoshop. Maybe you're not the best in the world.
Yeah.
And no one is when they start anyway.
No.
But dude, this like I just barely started this year, and like it didn't take that long to learn how to just basic edit a video together.
Yeah.
And like make some thumbnails or whatever. Anyone could do that.
Yeah, I've been learning how to do that myself. I've been learning how to like take the background out of, and I just put my face on like the picture, and it's been I mean, they don't look the best because I'm still learning, but it's like, it's better than what it used to be. So yeah, it's just trial and error, dude.
Yeah.
So that's awesome, dude. So do you pay your editors just from like your YouTube income then? Like, does that part of it go to them? Dang, that's cool, man. You got
Yes,
editors.
sir.
That's like legit, dude. You're like you're like your own boss. That's kind of cool, man. That's really cool, actually. I don't know, man. I think it's cool that you could be your own boss and just do your own thing, really. I mean, I think that's really cool, man. So awesome, dude. Okay. Well, so the next question we kind of covered, but we'll kind of talk about it a little bit more here. So obviously YouTube and I guess Twitch as well, it can be very hard to break into. I've had people message me saying like, how do you do this? How do you grow? And to be honest, and these are people like in my scene, like the music reaction scene. Like, I don't know exactly what to tell them except hard work, work ethic. So I guess, like, let's say, for example, you're very popular at what you do and you're very good at what you do. Obviously, my childhood friend knew who you were. I didn't even mention him to you. I was like, wow, that's actually pretty cool. So like, what advice would you give, like upcoming, they're like, I want to stream full time. Like, I need to get the watch hours. I need to get the subscribers. Like, what advice would you give those people? I guess really anybody who's looking to start YouTube and do it full time.
Yeah, there's like two basic things. And I think the number one reason any person doesn't watch you is because they don't know that you exist.
Right.
So you have to have a plan or like some idea of how to get people to know you exist.
Yeah.
And then when they find you, they should like what they see.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if they keep watching you, it's because you made good content. So like first of all, you got to make the good content, especially YouTube. YouTube has way better discoverability than Twitch. Like, a brand new YouTube channel with no connections, you can post a fantastic video and like the algorithm can pick it up.
Oh, for sure.
So focus primarily, make good content, and then try and figure out some ways to get more people to know that you exist, however that may be.
Yeah, man.
There's a really good video. There's a guy named Ludwig, and we were like talking about him before this. Mm-hmm. He sometimes touches on this because he had pretty meteoric rise to fame in the past couple of years, and he'll sometimes make these videos with advice. And so I would definitely go watch his videos. I don't know exactly the titles, just like Ludwig streaming tips. Yeah, I'm sure you'll find the ones. He has really good suggestions, and a lot of them are just about like, watch what your favorite creator's doing and like try and implement some of that stuff. Yeah,
that's cool, dude. Do you still do that? Do you watch people still and kind of get inspiration from other people, or do you kind of just do your own thing now, or?
Yeah. So the way initially, a lot of like the reasons I knew some stuff would work is because I saw it work with other people. And then these days, sometimes if I'm like, I don't know why this isn't working, then I'll go look at other people. Or like, I just recently started playing more Mario Maker, where I haven't really done that before. And so I like go look at some other Mario Maker creators and like see what they're doing.
Cool, man.
See how their thumbnails work and stuff.
That's awesome. I think that's really cool, man. That's awesome, dude. What about, is Twitch kind of the same thing? Like, kind of just like try to get because even I could take advice from this. Like, so actually, let me ask you this: to get monetized on Twitch, how many followers do you need?
50.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's actually, I have like 23. I'm getting there.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, for affiliate, which is like the first stage, there's like affiliate and then there's like partner, and affiliate is a lot more lenient. Like, anyone could get that, dude. And it's 50 followers. You need like 3 average viewers, and the main thing with Twitch is like, it's gonna be discouraging at the beginning because you're gonna have 0 viewers and no one's talking in chat, and you're like, I want to be engaging, but like, who am I engaging with? I feel like you're talking to yourself, but you like have to, because when someone comes in, if they're like, yo, what up, and you like don't even read their chat message until they leave, and then you're like, oh, hey, whoops, I didn't see you, then dude, they're gone.
Oh, man. So interesting. Okay. So, and just to make sure, you get paid from Twitch and YouTube separately, right? Is that how that works? Mm-hmm. That's awesome, dude. I think that's really cool. Cool, man. I like that a lot, because I know a lot of people, they've asked me, like, how do you push forward? And I just kind of, just work hard, and yeah, watch other people and see how they kind of do things. I've done that multiple times, where I'm like, I like how they do it. I
Yeah.
like their personality. Yeah, yeah,
Getting your Twitch stream big is pretty hard. I feel like the way most people, they either get people over there from YouTube, or like you can get really smart and you can make something really funny and post it on like a big streamer's Reddit,
yeah.
and then people are like, this guy's really funny, and somewhere
Yeah.
in there it's like has your stream link, and then they go
That's cool.
learn that you exist that way.
That's a good idea. I'll have to try that and see. I don't know. I'm not a very funny guy though, so that's a problem.
Dude, you're hilarious. That is a funny thing to say. You're not funny.
Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. I'm just giving you a hard time. That's awesome. That's awesome, dude. Okay, so I got just a few more questions for you, and then you can go enjoy the rest of your day. You don't have to talk to me ever again. Okay?
Okay.
Oh, whoa.
Sounds great.
Did you see that? He's like, oh, thank you so much. No, I'm just teasing you. So, next question. Do you have? I guess we kind of answered at the beginning too. Any other speed runs coming up? Are you allowed to say, or any games that you're wanting to speed run in the future? You think?
Yeah, I made this goals sheet of all these speedruns I wanted to do,
Yeah.
and I've not made a lot of progress this year, despite it. I've been working on one, and it's called D4 Warpless. It's the Super Mario Bros. Lost Levels game I mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
There's like two versions of it. Okay, so there's the original version, which is like 8-bit, and then they remade the game on the Super Nintendo, and it's 16-bit. And that version is like a separate speedrun. It has a lot of differences.
Yeah.
And then the D4 Warpless means you play all levels of it, and it's 52 levels, and they're all super hard.
Oh.
So it's like a really just hard run to finish out. Everything could go wrong up until the last moment. So I've been good enough to like get a big record in that for a long time, and then it's just so hard that I'm like, okay, I'll be done with this like by next week, and then I'll move on to this, and then I'll move on to that, and then I'm still just like, I haven't gotten this run yet, but I gotta get it really soon. I swear it won't be 5 more months. I swear.
Well, dude, we're all
That's what I thought
dude.
5 months ago.
Yeah.
But
Awesome, dude.
yeah. But after that, I mean, I have a whole bunch. We're gonna play some Super Mario Bros. Some Mario 3D Land, I think.
Oh
Let's
yeah.
see.
Actually, you know what's funny? I watched all your Mario, like the original Mario, but yeah, I saw you were there at, was it Summer Games Done Quick? You did Mario 3D Land on the DS, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. I was like,
probably still my best GDQ run in terms of like execution.
dude,
I played like amazing in that run. I don't know.
dude, of
It
course
was
you
super
did.
good.
I watched it.
Most
and it
people
was
don't
awesome.
even know I've ever played it.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, you had a pretty good sized crowd, if I remember. I think you did.
Not on that one.
Not on
that
that
one
one.
was at like 2 a.m. or something.
Oh,
So
gotcha. I'm trying to
there wasn't a
remember.
bunch of people.
Yeah,
I'd like make a joke, and then there's like crickets in the back. And I'm like, okay.
you're like, okay,
Yeah.
let's continue
All
on.
the YouTube comments are like, dude, what is this crowd? No one laughed.
Oh man, but I guess it was 2 a.m, so I'm like, dude, that's cool
Yeah.
though, man.
Like the commentators are like asleep behind me.
Are there? They're like, oh
Yeah,
yeah,
they're like-
donation, yeah. Well, how long did it take you to? Do you have world record on that one, or
So I did.
you did?
Earlier when I was like, I think this is my longest standing record. It actually was in that game. I had the record in that game from like 2013 to 2016,
Oh, sick.
and then I haven't ran it since.
Oh,
So
that's
it's
cool.
been someone else since then.
That's cool, man. That's
But
awesome.
I might make my huge return
Dude, we're
this
ready.
year.
Dude,
hopefully.
I'm ready.
If other things don't take 100 years.
Yeah, I feel you, dude. That's awesome. All right, I have one bonus question for you. And again, you kind of answered already, but maybe you're doing some other stuff with it too. What games are you playing right now? Anything besides Melee? Anything just for fun on the Switch, or I don't even know whether do you have any other consoles besides Nintendo Switch, or just Switch? Well, I know you have the older stuff.
I just
but
have like every Nintendo console, and that's all.
that's okay. Dude, Nintendo's where it's
Yeah.
at, dude. That's awesome. Anything you're playing like right now, just for fun, not streaming or.
I just finished Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing.
Yeah.
I saw some stuff for that. The game looks cool, but I don't know.
It might not be your thing.
Yeah,
My thing.
It might not be. I don't know. It might not be my thing. I don't even know what you're supposed to do. It looked okay, but I don't know what you're supposed to do in that game at all. I've never played a Fire Emblem game. I only knew about them because of Smash Brothers. That's it. I'm one of those guys. Yeah. Sorry. Don't come at me, dude. I'm sorry.
Dude, it's fine.
You're gonna reach through the screen and just strangle me. How dare you? How dare you?
Have you heard of Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle?
Yes. Want to know why? Want to know why I say it like that? Because that's one of my favorite games of all time. Do I put like 110 hours? Dude, I put like 110 hours into that game. I bought it on a limp. Dude, that was funny. I went to GameStop to sell some games when it came out, and then a brother, he's like, "Yeah, what's up, man? What's good?" I was like, "What?" He's like, "You looking for a game?" I was like, "Yeah, I need something new to play." He's like, "Have you heard about this one?" And I was like, "Oh." I'm like, "I hate the rabbits." We're like, "No. This is a good one. It's turn-based."
Dude, what a homie.
I know. I was like, "Cool, man. Thank you." And I put it in. I was like, I didn't get it at first. And I was like, I don't know if I like this. But, dude, I beat it. But then I went back through and I perfected every single fight. I've gotten everything. I'm just working on the DK one because it's super freaking hard. But, sorry,
Yeah, the DLC, I haven't gotten that yet.
It's so difficult.
Anyway, I brought that up for two reasons. Okay, two reasons. That was dumb.
Like the rabbits? Yeah.
Yeah. Insane impromptu comedy right here.
Oh, yeah. I love it.
Okay. One, that is okay, so I had like all these games that I got like 2/3 of the way through and then just like fell out of playing them. So one was Fire Emblem, which I just went back and finished. The other is Rabbids. I'm like trying to get back to finish that.
Yeah.
Because I played that like year one it came out and then like it just sat there for 4 years or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's why I bring it up. But also, I think you like Fire Emblem.
You think I would?
Like Rabbids.
I love Rabbids. Yeah.
They're kind of similar.
Is it really?
Yeah. Fire Emblem is like, instead of like move anywhere, well, it kind of is the same. You know how in Rabbids it's like move anywhere in this range and they're all like individual squares?
Yeah.
That's exactly Fire Emblem.
Really?
You don't like shoot all the way across the map most of the time. You just attack like a square or two away. But yeah, dude, that's Fire Emblem. It's that, but you have like 8 characters or something instead of 3. And
is that in bigger. 3 houses?
Yeah.
What the heck? Can I play that game without knowing anything else about Fire Emblem?
Yeah, it's a good like starting one for sure. I think.
Is it really?
I can show it off to you after this if you want.
I would love that actually. I would love to see that. That's cool, man. That's awesome. Okay. Well, if it's like that, then because I'm super stoked for the new Mario & Rabbids, the Sparks of Hope that they just announced at E3.
Dude,
yeah.
I was amazed the first game came out. What a like insane concept, but somehow it's a great game.
Yeah.
And then like it got a sequel. It's like.
And it looks so different, but at the same time, it kind of keeps to its roots of what it was. I mean, it looks awesome. Like, just the gameplay they showed of it, it looks a little more fluid. You can go more... Like, it just looks incredible. That was honestly the best part of Ubisoft's presentation. The rest, I'm like, this is not good. I watched Ubisoft, and I watched Nintendo's, and I watched Microsoft's, and I don't know, man. Nintendo was the only one I actually really was like, oh, wow. Games, exciting, like good games coming out. I'm actually really stoked. So, yeah, man.
Yeah, I watched like just the Nintendo thing, and the only other time I tuned in, I like turned on the stream, and they were like Halo Infinite trailer, and then I turned it off. And I was like, that was good timing.
It looks cool.
That looks cool.
Yeah, it looks cool. I've never been a huge Xbox. I've been a Nintendo and PlayStation guy my whole life. Now, don't get me wrong. Nintendo's made some very bad decisions, but I think they make the best games, dude. It's like, okay, I guess I can forgive you. I'm like, come on, guys. Like when they shut down the Smash Brothers Melee thing, the online thing, or the Splatoon tournament, or
I should be wearing my free Melee shirt.
I've been seeing the hashtag free Melee. I was like, what? Nintendo, you don't make any money off this anymore. Like, let them enjoy Melee. If anything, you should be honored because people are still playing that 20-year-old, 19-year-old game. People still say it's the best one of all time. I mean, it should be honored, dude. If I'd be like, yeah, play, dude. That's cool, man. Some of the stuff they do, I'm just like, this is ridiculous. Or the, what's it called? Do you remember? I don't know. Did you ever know Etika? Were you ever like, do you know who he is?
Yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah,
I would like watch him scream about new games.
Yeah, it was cool. Rest in peace, brother. He seemed like a really cool guy. But the whole The whole Joy-Con thing, did you hear about that? Not free Etika, the Etika Joy-Con thing. Nintendo's like, you can't make any more of those. And it all went to charity for like depression, suicidal
Yeah, that's
stuff.
crazy.
I'm like, Nintendo, come on. It's like, dude. I don't
It's
know.
like one thing to be a company that wants to protect your IP and like
Yeah,
maybe limit some piracy or something.
sure.
Like I can understand if you patch your console so there's not like some really easy jailbreak or something.
Sure.
So that people download all your games for free. But dude, like
Yeah.
come on, give a
I'm
little
like-
content, like let some stuff go. I don't know.
Yeah, man. Seriously. And my other big thing was like, I wish they could just release their music just like on CD. I'm like, dude, I've seen YouTube channels
Yeah.
get like taken down because they're uploading like Super Mario Galaxy music. I'm like, dude, Super Mario Galaxy music is like the best music ever. Or Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
I'm like, any of it. I'm like, what? I want to listen to it, but I can't.
There's a quote by like Bob Saget. I don't know. I hope I'm
Who?
not horribly.
The guy from Full House, Bob Saget. I think he was in Full House. Do you remember that show?
Who
It's like Nick
who
at
am I
Night.
trying to think of?
Bob
I
Saget.
probably am saying the wrong person who's like a different Bob.
Bob
And
Saget.
then like also it's like not even the right person in the first place.
That's okay.
I'm way out of anyway.
That's
The
okay.
quote is something like piracy issues are more about like not providing a good service than they are about people just wanting to rip you off or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, the reason people upload Nintendo music or like download ROMs or whatever, it's not like you can get them anywhere else.
Yeah.
Hello,
Exactly.
you're not offering them, so how are you gonna just take them down? What the heck?
That's what I'm saying. I would buy the CDs. I would, dude. I'm still a CD guy. I got one right here. I collect CDs like all the time, and I'm like, I would love to collect the Nintendo music. I just think it'd be so cool. But anyway, I just wanted to go on a rant here. My last quick question: are there any upcoming games that you're excited for on Switch or anything that's coming out in the near future that you're like, I cannot wait just to play or run or whatever, anything like that?
Ooh, this year, man, last year was looking bleak. I guess it kind of makes sense. They then finally we got a Nintendo Direct and like didn't reveal anything. The E3 now we're set. The rest of this
Right.
year is sick.
It's
A lot
gonna
of
be
it's
good.
sequels, but they're like exactly sequels we wanted. So
Yeah.
like another Mario Party, but this one looks super hype, has online and
Dude,
stuff.
yes,
Um,
finally, man.
There's the Rabbids sequel, like you mentioned.
Can't wait for that. dude.
Metroid Dread looks
Yeah.
really fun.
Yeah.
They actually remade Advance Wars, which if you don't know what that is, it's basically Fire Emblem.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah.
Sick.
It was like the same company made it that made Fire Emblem, and like Fire Emblem didn't exist outside of Japan, and then
Yeah.
they released this game outside of Japan and people liked it. So then they released Fire Emblem outside Japan.
Oh, sick. That's cool,
Yeah.
man. That's awesome.
So
Trying to
yeah,
think else.
Advance Wars, and then there was like one other in December. I can't think of what it is.
I don't remember what. Yeah,
Uh,
I don't remember.
And then Breath of the Wild 2, whenever that comes out, of course.
Dude. Can't wait for
Wait.
that, man.
Let me see.
Yeah, take a look and see what's coming out in December, dude.
Oh, there's like that Pokemon Legends that's coming out next
Oh.
year sometime. That
Oh,
looks-
yeah, that looks pretty cool. I wasn't a huge fan of I have Sword. It was really easy.
Mhm.
I was like, wow, this is really easy. But it was fun, but a little too easy for me. But this new one looks pretty sick. I won't knock it. It looks pretty awesome.
Yeah, it definitely needs. It was rough around the edges for sure, but
Definitely.
it was a week out. So
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Dude, cool, man. That's awesome. Yeah.
Sorry, I've seen this image that had like this games in December. I want to find and I can't. Ooh. Okay, I think the December one was just the Mario Rabbids, is what I was thinking of.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh no, that's 2022. Dude, what was December? I don't know.
That's
My
okay.
bad.
That's okay. That's totally cool, man. That's totally cool. Well, dude, hey, thank you so much, man, for taking the time out of your day to do like a chat interview type thing. I really think it will it'll be good for the podcast. I think a lot of people will definitely want to check it out. So thank you again, dude, for taking the time to just talk with me, even though we're friends, we talk often. But I appreciate you coming on, let me record, and we can, have it for a podcast. So I really appreciate it, dude. Thank you.
Let's go. That was super fun.
Awesome, dude. Do you want to plug? You can plug your stuff if you want. Do you want to plug your stuff?
Sure. Yeah. If you don't know who I am, my name is Kosmic with a K at the beginning, not at the end. Gotta go through this with everybody. Kosmic on both YouTube and Twitch. Live stream on Twitch. Upload YouTube videos of speedruns and like general retro Mario gaming challenges and other stuff.
Awesome.
Also playing Mario Maker now. So yeah.
Dude, sweet. I just watched your video that you uploaded, like that night you uploaded like 15 minutes, you had like 1,000 views. It's like, man, that's awesome. That's super cool. That's awesome, dude. Well, thank you again, buddy. Thanks again,
See you later, brothy.
See you later, buddy. What the heck was that?
Butter.
But all right, man. Well, this has been the Chandler Burton Podcast. Feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Chandler Burton Entertainment, and this will be available on all streaming platforms that you can listen to or watch it on YouTube. I'll make sure to link those down below on the YouTube channel so you guys can listen to it here when you are on the go. But until next time, hope you all take care, and thank you again for the ongoing support. It means the world. Take care, guys.
See you later.